Well, I came in because I went to a doctor first, and the doctor told me that you need to see a chiropractor or a physical therapist. They really couldn't do very much. They gave me painkillers and they gave me some muscle relaxants. Over 3 days, it didn't help at all. I couldn't stand up. I had to sit down almost the entire time. And all I really did was, I was walking by McHenry County College, just walking, and the next morning I couldn't do anything. So I knew Dr. Jill Howe of Dynamic Family Health, and I said, you know, I've got to come in. I've got to do something to help myself. Well, I could sit down in my car, made it to the parking lot, came in through the front door, almost crawling. I had to find every chair I could, and so it took me about 10 minutes to get in the back area. But I knew that they would do something really good for me because Dr. Howe has done work for me before, where one time I would get a cold every November, and I'd lose my voice. And she said, you know, I can work with you on that. And from that point, it was, I think, about 2002 to now. I never lost my voice since. So I knew that she would be able to do something, and this was really serious. And everybody here, all the therapists here, they're watching me barely struggle to get into the building. And I finally made it in the back area, and they took x-rays and they did all kinds of things. And I knew that I would get better because one of the first things they did, they said, okay, we're gonna help you with that pain. And so Jennifer, one of the really excellent therapists here, she started working on the pain, and I felt a little bit better. And that was really the first time in several days where I could walk. Not real well, but I could walk. And I didn't know what was going on, really. They did the x-rays, and they said, what you have basically is your spine is out of whack. And also in the back of your neck, there's a big space. We need to get all that filled up. We need to fill the space, we need to work on the back, and we can do that here. And so they then worked on all the things they were going to do with me. And meanwhile, I'm kind of crawling out of the building back to my car and going home and telling my wife, you know, here, you know, Superior Health and Wellness, I'm going to be able to get better. The next thing is 12 weeks. It's going to be a 12-week program. Well, I don't care how long it's going to be. All I want to do is be able to walk again and do what I do. You know, walk around the college, get up, go to work. I mean, I couldn't even go to I'm at work. I couldn't even go to the bathroom. It was so bad. So I started, you know, regular coming here regularly, 3 days a week, and they kept doing the pain relief and all the other things that they do, the stretching exercises, especially geared exercises for my special problem. And really, it wasn't all that long where I started feeling better. It was just amazing. To me, it was amazing, and they were really thrilled that I was getting better. They gave me home therapy. I have, you know, thoracic roll, and I have all kinds of things. I don't know what the names of them are, but I do all these different exercises. And you know, it kind of, when I first started, they said, okay, you're going to do this particular thing. We're going to put you on a compression machine. You know, I was like, well, that's kind of crazy. You know, they're opening up the spine, and the area where it's infected, that's going to disappear. They're going to put in this good quality water. I mean, it sounded kind of crazy, all these different things, but it all works. And I know people that have had operations. They have a bad back. The first thing they think about is get an operation. I want to be immediately better. I don't want to do this 12-week thing. But some of these people I've talked to, they go through these operations and they're not better. They're not better. Yeah, it may take 12 weeks, and you have to really commit yourself to this. But it is really, really the right way to go. I mean, I could have had an operation. I don't know what the result of that would have been. It may have been just like my friends, where their backs are still killing them. They can barely stand. But I feel a lot better. And now, you know, occasionally I'll work around the house. They'll say something like, you know, if you're going to lift something, you know, we've got the stuff for that. You know, we protect your back. You know, if you have any pain, we got the machine for that. So, you know, they have all these different things that they provide. So if you have any problems, you know, one of the things I came in, I said, oh, I got some bad pain in my back. I was lifting all this stuff. Well, you got to do ice. You know, they have all the answers for you. One time, they noticed that my wallet was really large in the back of my pocket, and they said, you know, you can't sit on that wallet. because it'll change your spine, the angle of your spine. So don't do that. And then one time they noticed that my socks were too tight around my legs. And it was really embarrassing, yeah, but they said, you can't wear socks like that because it cuts off your circulation. And a lot of people say, oh, I didn't think about that. So all these little things, the big things, the little things, all the details, they watch me walk in. Every time I come in, they watch me walk in and say, you're limping, what's with that? Yesterday you said you were better. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've been limping for so long but it's just fantastic because the people here, they really watch and they just know and they care. And that's what's important. And I recommend them greatly because they have helped me over 12 weeks. It wasn't even 12 weeks really. It was maybe 7 or 8 where I started to feel really a lot better. So they do the job, and I can't thank them enough. They taught me how to take care of my back and my neck, and those are the important things. And they taught me how to live a little differently. One of the things they did, which is, after a while I said, wow, they put a weight right on your stomach, okay? And then there's a table that vibrates. And so I said, wow, this is kind of crazy. But what it does is it improves the core of your body, which is this area here, improves the core, strengthens the core, so that you can get up and you can move around, and you've built up the muscles so that when you do have pain, it doesn't last as long. It sounds crazy, but these are the things that work. And I don't like put weights on me now, like that. But it did help. It got me past where I needed to be. And I think the last weight I had on me was about 16 pounds. So imagine like a large bowling ball in your stomach, but it worked.